Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. This is how to play a simple chords and strumming version of Holly Jolly Christmas. This version is in the same key as the Michael Bublé version, because it wouldn't be Christmas without Michael Bublé, of course. No capo needed and basic chords throughout. I will be showing a few embellishments as we go. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by jolly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. So we're in the key of C in this song, and the first chord is that C major chord. We can lift off the first finger to play C major 7, which if you haven't come across it yet is a really cool variation. It's how we play that melody. Holly jolly, holly jolly. Back to a C chord for Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now we could just play a normal G major chord, but let's go for a G7 if we can. It's like that C chord, but middle two fingers up, first finger down. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the streets, that verse is just going between the C and the G7 chord, the C major thrown in if we can. Oh no! The mistletoe, we have the F bar chord for the bridge section. We can play an easy F major 7. Oh, and the next chord is an E minor. So you figure out how best to go between F and E minor. These are our options. We've got the very easy F major 7, which is like a C major essentially, but on strings 2, 3 and 4. We have the full F bar chord. Or we have kind of a hybrid of the two, which is this. This is a full F chord, but I'm just barring the thinnest two strings. I'll leave a link up here to more help with that effing F chord. That's the one I'd probably recommend using. To an E minor. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. I love songs that use word painting like that, where we go to the word C over the chord C. I love word painting. D minor then, which is a bit of a stretch for some people, having your fingers and your thumb over the top and have your fingers on this angle pointing towards your strumming hand shoulder, rather than going for these sort of awkward stretches. Much easier and great for this simple strumming version that we're going for. We then have an A minor, D7, and G7. So all new chords in that section. It was the F, E minor. You can play with your first two fingers or the middle two fingers. Get used to both and you'll have more options going forward. That D minor was this. And then the A minor, D7. So we're expanding from those standard open chords and adding seventh chords, minor chords, and the C major 7 as well. So simple to play, but if you haven't come across it yet, it can be confusing. We just have these simple variations of the basic open chords. Don't let them put you off. Please persevere with this song, because if you're finding this a challenge at all, that means that this song is perfect for you to learn to bring you forward. So let's go from that bridge one more time to make sure we've got it, because the other sections are really, really simple. This is the challenging bit. F, use whichever version you're comfortable with, to E minor. F back to C major. D minor is this. A minor, D7, and G7. Now this song has that Michael Bublé jazzy feel to it, and how can we do that on acoustic guitar? Well, we've got really two options. We can just do the simple option and just go down, down, up for every kind of main section of this song, so like that first chord to the second chord, for example. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. It's the best time of the year. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, So have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. What I was doing in my demo of the song was similar, but just really muting that. And what I'm doing is having the outside of the palm of my hand just here, just inside. This is the bridge section of the guitar, the white bit just here. And we're going to have our hand, the outside of the hairs on my back of my hand are just feeling the strings here. So it's like Jackie Chan karate chop, boom. But then we need to know what sound we're going for and make very small adjustments with how hard we're pressing down or the positioning to get some strings ringing out a little, but they're reduced, they're muted, okay? From there, if you know how to vary this strumming a little bit, you're probably naturally going to go for down, down, up, down, up, because it's the most common strumming pattern ever. But we're going to do that when we have a little break of each chord, you know, where we're not singing, but when we're on the chord for a full bar, okay? So. That's something that the more advanced players should be looking at. And we can even do that same thing for the F chord and the E minor, all that section. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, in case you didn't hear. Oh, good jolly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. So we can see once we add those extra steps, it gets a lot more challenging. You find where you're at and work on one of those steps as you see fit. The last thing I want to show you guys is just how I played that intro. The intro, kind of the piano bit, would be quite a lot higher, but if we were doing this on one guitar, I would be playing it like this. To start off with, let's just look at that higher section, which is the first fret, so the C note with the first finger, to the open B string, middle finger or first finger to that second fret of the third string, and then we alternate between the notes that we play here and the third finger playing the third fret of string 6, which is the G note. Now I'm having to move a fair way, going from string 2 to string 6. To help that, I'm doing an up pick with the higher string and a down pick always on string 6. That's just so that the pick is always moving in the direction of where it's going to go next, which would be something to play about with. If that's too much for you, just picking this would mean that you could play along to the recording and even jam along to Michael Bublé. Hope you've enjoyed that. You'll find more Christmas songs on my YouTube channel and on the Andy Guitar website. There'll be some links below this video as well to some helpful stuff. And I hope you really enjoyed this. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I'll see you next time.